ChatGPT, relate ACIM to the movie About Time. About Time through the lens of A Course in Miracles. About Time appears to be a charming story about time travel, romance, family, and second chances. Yet beneath its gentle surface lies a profound spiritual teaching that closely echoes many themes found in ACIM. The movie begins with a fascinating premise. What if you could go back and change the past? But by the end of the film, it asks a much deeper question. What if nothing needed changing for you to be happy now? That movement from fixing the past to embracing the present is very much the journey described in ACIM. The desire to rewrite time. At first, Tim uses his gift to improve circumstances. He changes conversations, he fixes mistakes, he adjusts outcomes. He attempts to create the perfect version of life. This is the ego's strategy. The ego continually says, if I could change the past, I would finally have peace. If I had made better choices, I would be happier now. If events had unfolded differently, I would feel complete. The entire thought system of guilt depends upon this belief. AM gently teaches that peace is never found by changing the past. Peace comes from changing our interpretation of it. The burden of correction. As Tim gains experience, he discovers something important. Every correction creates new complications. Every improvement introduces new variables. No amount of rearranging form creates lasting fulfillment. This mirrors one of the central insights of ACIM. The ego seeks salvation through better circumstances. The Holy Spirit offers salvation through a healed perception. The world cannot be perfected because the problem was never in the world. The problem was the belief that happiness depended upon the world. Living the day twice. One of the most beautiful lessons in the movie occurs when Tim learns to live each day twice. The first time, he experiences irritation, stress, distraction, and worry. The second time, he notices beauty, kindness, connection, and gratitude. This may be the closest the film comes to illustrating a miracle in the ACIM sense. Nothing external changes. The events remain the same. Only perception changes. The miracle, according to ACIM, is precisely this shift. The world itself remains unchanged. The mind sees differently. The present moment. As the story unfolds, Tim eventually realizes that the gift of time travel is not really about changing events. It is about learning to be fully present. This aligns beautifully with ACIM. The Course teaches that the ego lives in past and future. Regret anchors it in the past. Fear anchors it in the future. The Holy Spirit calls attention to the present moment because that is where healing occurs. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, now. Tim's ultimate awakening is not mastery over time. It is freedom from needing to manipulate time. The father relationship. The relationship between Tim and his father forms the emotional heart of the movie. Their bond illustrates the inevitable experience of apparent loss that accompanies life in the world. The ego sees separation everywhere. People arrive, people leave, bodies age, bodies die. Yet the movie continually points towards something deeper than physical presence. Love remains, connection remains, meaning remains. ACIM teaches that love cannot truly be lost because love is not created by the body. What comes from God cannot disappear with changing forms. Acceptance. One of the most profound lessons of the film is that some events must simply be accepted. There comes a point where Tim can no longer keep rearranging reality. He must let life unfold. This represents a movement away from control and toward trust. The ego seeks mastery. Spirit teaches acceptance. The ego says, I will be at peace when everything goes my way. The Holy Spirit says, peace is available before anything changes. Time as a Classroom teaches that time was made as a learning device. Its purpose is not to imprison the mind, but to facilitate awakening. The movie beautifully illustrates this idea. Time is not shown as an enemy. It becomes a classroom. Each experience becomes an opportunity to choose love, appreciation, forgiveness, and presence. The goal is not endless repetition. The goal is learning what the repetition is trying to teach. The central reflection. The ego watches About Time and asks, how can I go back and fix my life? The Holy Spirit watches About Time and asks, what if this moment already contains everything needed for peace? Viewed through M, About Time is not really a movie about time travel. It is a movie about the gradual surrender of the belief that happiness lies somewhere else. The greatest discovery is not the ability to revisit yesterday. It is the willingness to fully embrace today. The deepest message may be, you do not need another past, another future, or another version of yourself. The miracle is discovering the fullness of love that is available in this very moment. Go to mwge.org to find full movie and commentary by David Hoffmeister.